You, Neb, are young and your legs are strong. Perfect for my needs. A pigeon arrived not long ago. I sent Ruya to fetch it, but she is so unreliable. Probably batting her eyes at the Master of Arms.
If I see her...
Never mind her. I want my letter. Run up to the pigeon tower and fetch it. All news is important to us these days.
All right, steward. I will see what I can do.
Hey there, everybody, this is Ray Carsillo, Reviews and Previews Editor for Electronic Gaming Monthly, and this is a slice, at least, of Assassin's Creed Origins. We recently got to go to a demo event held by Ubisoft up in San Francisco, and we got a chance to play an early build of the game. It's a few hours in when we got dropped in. Bayek is level 12 when we first take over. And I'm going to try and basically just kind of let you guys watch most of this, but I want to set a couple of things up first, and I also want to, I'll probably pop in here or there to help point out some interesting things this way to just kind of draw attention to them. First off, this was all recorded on the Xbox One X. This is all 4K footage. It might have got compressed a little bit on YouTube, but it was recorded at least in 4K originally. And yeah, and so what you're going to see here today is a lot of side missions and one story mission called the Scarab Sting. And kind of similar to what we showed when Bayek was hunting the crocodile at E3, the Scarab is one of the members of the Order of the Ancients. And basically, what we weren't allowed to show, what we got when the demo started was a cutscene of basically Bayek meeting Cleopatra for the first time. Bayek had hunted down this guy who was basically a member of the Order of the Ancients that he didn't know what the Order of the Ancients was, but he was hunting him down because he was doing some horrible things in the area that he was patrolling, and he kind of followed the trail and murdered him. And so Cleopatra hears of Bayek and orders him to come to her, while Ptolemy, her brother Ptolemy the 13th, they're in the middle of an Egyptian civil war right now. And she explains that the person that Bayek killed wasn't the only member. There's the hippo, there's the crocodile, there's the scarab. Basically, the Order of the Ancients have completely been dominating all of Egypt, and they've taken on the nicknames of like these really special creatures that are in Egyptian lore. So we're going after the Scarab first, but first we're going to do some side missions. As you see here, unfortunately, this poor lady did not have a good fate.
Poor Ruya. If you had only known how to make such a leap. What did you get yourself into? Beasts with the faces of men prey on the weak and powerless. We cannot simply show our bellies to the jackals that plague our land.
By the gods! Ruya! What happened?
She was thrown to her death from the pigeon tower. Your letter.
Why was she killed? That is the badge worn by Dimnos, our Master of Arms. Why did she have it?
I will find out soon enough.
Poor, poor girl. May you walk in the field of green.
So as you progress through the story and side missions, you'll find that some people are loyal to Cleopatra, some people are loyal to Ptolemy. You're also going to see here, this is, you'll see over the course of the video, I'm going to be checking Bayek's stats, changing his weapons as I earn upgrade points. Again, also, we were dropped in at level 12, so although I have 3 ability points to spend right here, most of this was already played out for me, so I don't know. I'm looking forward to actually doing the review because I don't know if I would build my Bayek the same way that this Bayek was built for me in this demo and given to me at the beginning of this demo. But So you're gonna probably seeing me cutting to the different menu screens for his abilities, his inventory, swapping out as I get new bows, new swords, kind of comparing the two. Very traditional RPG like. So definitely, just want to give you guys a heads up that you'll probably be seeing a lot of that over the course of our playthrough. But yeah, so we're going to now I'm going to just kind of be quiet a little bit, let you guys finish this quest, and I'll be back in a few.
Perhaps because she has your badge.
Shit. Well, she was just an Egyptian dog. No matter.
Why did you do it?
Truth? I didn't mean to kill her. Only teach her a lesson for her insolence. She refused to read a letter for me.
You must confess to Pelias.
I suppose you want the same fate as Ruya. You stupid Egyptian. I'll teach you the same lesson she learned.
Come! Try!
Death for you!
The letter you mentioned.
Was it Dimnos?
Yes. He killed Ruya out of base cruelty. And he died because he thought I was also less than a person.
What a senseless tragedy. She was a smart girl with a good heart. The letter you recovered, it is information for Apollodorus. I will make sure he gets it. We must all do what we can to help Cleopatra's cause. She alone cares for all the people of Egypt.
So also we're gonna be bouncing around a little bit in this demo, moving from area to area, just because we had to edit it a little bit. Egypt is really big in Assassin's Creed Origins, as you see there. We take down a crocodile. There's also a lot of wildlife that's going to kill you. We're going to kill crocs, we're going to kill hippos, we're going to kill a lot of things that are going to try and attack Bayek over the course of this demo. And of course, killing animals is a great way to get resources, and you need resources to, of course, craft some things, or you can sell them for goods. But yeah. So that's a big thing. Obviously, you saw the bow and arrow there, which is a big thing. And also, here's our horse. Bayek can whistle for the horse, and it's a great way to get around. It's a faster way to get around. You'll also get camels. There's boats. You won't see the camels in this demo, but you will see. We will go sailing at some point. But for the most part, we just use horses to get around. And what's also interesting, again, you basically get XP for everything. So every time you discover a new settlement, you get a new city, you're going to get a new location, in this case an outpost, you're going to get XP. But yeah, so I believe we're going to be doing the Chariot, one of the Chariot missions. Now, this isn't a Chariot race, per se, but what you'll see. We'll come back in a bit later. Also, fair warning, I do get desynchronized a few times. Combat for the game was different. They mapped the combat buttons to RB and RT for light attack and heavy attack, and that was a bit different. That definitely took some getting used to. So I get this desynchronized a few times. I really couldn't get the parry down. Again, this was kind of my first time playing the game since E3, so I was a bit rusty, not going to lie. And also, if anybody calls anybody Neb, that basically means sir in ancient Egyptian.
For a moment, I thought you were the sign of the Magi, the Lost Protectors.
I do. I am. What pains you, Nebet?
My heart is broken. My truest friend, my husband, Erix, has been murdered.
Tell me what happened.
He was renowned for his work. A soldier ordered him to build war chariots for the pharaoh. He was happy to do so. But when the soldier returned to collect, he only offered to pay half the agreed price. Erix refused, and the soldier cut him down and stole the chariot. If you are truly a Magi, will you help me get justice? Find the soldier and destroy the war chariot so he may not insult my husband's memory.
I can do that for you.
The chair.
Should not be seen in this area.
Eat this! Time is up! Die! Starting a blaze! Clean target!
So you see, there was a I got to synchronize. I died. It's not as I cut some of the load time just for the sake of time, because we could only show you so much, and we had to keep it under a certain limit. The load time is actually really fast. Also, as you see, it's a little harder to stealth now. You know, bushes aren't going to universally hide you, but especially when you pop out with a bow and arrow like that. But yeah, so this is, again, we're trying to find and destroy this chariot, and well, you guys can just watch.
Dead!
Done. The sacrifice made to honor the builder who was cut down.
Honorable Medjay, what news do you bring?
I have destroyed the war chariot that Eric's made, and was stolen by the vile captain of Antilla. Your husband's memory is restored.
So yeah, so there we went and destroyed the chariot. It was took me a little while to figure out how to destroy the chariot, but luckily I had fire bombs unlocked, and so I burned it and completed that quest. Now this one's going to be a little more interesting, as again we find another location. We're going to I'm going to let this play out for a little bit, and then I'm going to come back and kind of talk about an issue that one of the first issues that I kind of really the only issue I saw with this demo as we get a look at the map here or some of the playable area. And something that I'm going to be wary of when the final game comes out. But we're gonna kick off this new side quest here, and then we're going to I'll tell you exactly what that is in a bit.
These crops need to be loaded for transport by the day's end.
A little more than a moment of my time, don't you think?
I'm sorry. We are normally two, but my son cannot keep up.
One thing at a time. Let your boy rest. I will help you collect your harvest. He is too young to be working the fields.
I know it, but... My field hands ran off when I couldn't pay. The tax collectors demand all my grain, or they will burn my house down. Thank you, sir. Now I'll be able to pay Sefetu's dogs off. This time at least.
Tell me about these tax collectors.
They ride the roads all around sites, sticking mostly to the outskirts. Their rabid master, Sefetu, has them tax the people for all they have.
Let me see if I can find them and convince them to change their ways. You work on your farm and raising your boy.
Yes, Ned. Now that he can get some rest, I think my boy will get back his strength. The gods praise you.
So we basically got this mission to kill this tax collector, and we're gonna try and approach this old school AC style. Obviously, we're using Sanu to scout the area and to kind of get an idea of where these guys are. We've got them tagged. Now you can see their numbers. They are 4 levels above me, and this was something that was really interesting. Again, another location discovered that I thought about when we were playing this. Is that I thought even though they're 4 levels above me, that it's still Assassin's Creed. So I'm gonna try and see if I can do a stealth assassination. I should hopefully be able to, still kill these guys. I mean, if Bayek gets the drop on these guys, he should be able to one-hit kill them with his hidden blade. But as you're going to see right here, that's not the case. And I think that's kind of, as I kind of stealth hit him, I did like 2/3 damage to his health bar. But that was really disappointing, and it also was something that was kind of surprising. I kind of panicked a little bit, I admit, because then after that, I didn't know. These guys are much harder than I am. They're much. I mean, obviously 4 levels above me. They're much stronger than me, and you're gonna see they're gonna do a lot of damage when they hit me. Again, I still wasn't really as familiar with the combat as I would have liked to have been at this point, kind of using my fire bombs to kind of do some damage. But even those aren't really doing the damage I need them to. And, but yeah, I don't know. How do you guys feel? What do you guys feel about, you know, basically not being able to one-hit assassinate somebody who, you know, even though you snuck up on them, they don't know you're there, you get the kill, and so I got desynchronized. And because I was 4 levels below them, I knew what was going to happen. I kind of skipped the rest. I didn't finish that side mission. But that basically means if I wanted to finish that side mission, I kind of almost have to grind for the levels. I found during my playtime, which was a little bit about 2.5 hours. We cut it down to, like I said, we cut it down about half. Cut the fat, as you might say. I found that unless you're within like a level or maybe of an enemy, like they could be a level above you, and you could still pretty much handle them. Anything more than that, and it becomes extremely, extremely difficult. Even if you do get the jump on them, like we did there. So I want to know what you guys think. Obviously it's a very old school RPG kind of tactic, but I don't know if it really, personally, I don't know if it really fits in Assassin's Creed, and I'm really going to be interested to see how this plays going forward and plays in the final version of the game, because definitely going into I can understand maybe going into a head-to-head fight with somebody that you don't want to take on somebody 4 levels and stronger than you, but if you are properly assassinating them, if you have snuck and you have been stealthy, and like again, you saw though they did not know we were there, to drop down and then not get the kill, I found that a little disappointing and a little disheartening. I mean, I don't know. Again, I don't hope maybe things will be a little bit better balanced in the final game when that comes out on October 27th. But yeah, so I thought that was an interesting thing. I definitely want to know what you guys think in comments. And as you'll see here, again, this was better because with the ship, guys are more closer to our level. Even though, again, it still took a little time to get used to combat being on RB and RT and whatnot. Even though I gotta finish that quest and got a really nice item there.
The serpent of Serapis is a weapon worthy of the gods.
Escape! No way you can run! I'll find you, dog! I will drown you! Shit! Hey, hold on!
The gods love a generous soul.
Come on, then. Hey! You will not escape!
Here, cut down.
So another really easy way to get experience points in Assassin's Creed Origin, especially if you do have to kind of grind for levels, is synchronization points. Excuse me. They are still here, obviously, in AC, and we wanted to show at least one of them just because, I mean, the game is gorgeous. It is absolutely beautiful. It is a massive world. And again, we wanted to try and get our levels up, and as you can see here, synchronization points is a great and easy way to get XP. Not a lot of XP, but especially early on, it's a great technique to get them. And you kind of get, like, again, you get the real view of the landscape and whatnot. So we wanted to sneak at least one of those into this video.
Who? Ire Diogef.
نبشروا هم عنجو
Now, if you didn't know, Assassin's Creed Origins, of course, is being developed by the team that made Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. So what's really cool is the fact that, hey, there are shipwrecks here. So you can go exploring. I mean, we are in 49 BCE, and even though that seems like a long time ago, I mean, it is a long time ago, ancient Egypt was even ancient already for them by the time this happened. Their empire was already several thousand years old. So... and of course, I mean, even though their ships are a lot older than what they were, a lot differently designed than what they were in Black Flag, they're still there. And I think it's cool that there's still shipwrecks and that you might not have a diving bell, but you've got, you know, they're shallow enough that by it can hold his breath and deep dive and get some really cool items. So now we're going to forward ahead a little bit. We're going to try and start to kick off the Scarab Sting story mission. And again, you're going to find people after we refill our ammo and try and buy stuff and whatnot. You know, there's a shop system just like any other RPG and like a lot of other Assassin's Creeds in the past. We're going to try and get this story started a little bit, and what's interesting, again, is you're going to have allies that are loyal to Cleopatra, and you're going to have people who are not. Obviously, though, a lot of your story missions, and as you explore and are looking, in this case, again, for the Order of the Ancient member, the Scarab, you're going to get a lot of your hints from NPCs.
I seek the Master Brewer, Hakuf.
I have no time. Speak to one of my overseers if you must.
You misunderstand. I am a Magi. Apollodorus sent me.
Apollodorus, of course.
He sent me for the Scarab, the shadow that darkens Sais.
Shh, please. That is an evil name to speak aloud. Apollodorus knows the people are suffering. In my position, many confide in me. Trade is strangled, the soldiers run rampant, and the weight of Ptolemy's taxation crushes the breath from us. Come with me. Let us retire where we have a roof overhead. There are many terrible stories about the Scarab. I am sure Apollodorus told you. Tales of mutilation, disappearances, and folk buried in the desert and left to die. A horrendous fate, trapped in the shimmering sand, your mind and body pounded by the remorseless sun, waiting for the final release into the Duat. But these are only stories. There are real villains in Sais. But the Scarab, if he exists, it is not safe to speak of him.
So it's kind of cool, at least in this mission, that this kind of reminded me of the original Assassin's Creed, where you kind of had these assassins' hideouts, these little headquarters in each city. And here you have this in this guy, the back of this guy's house, a hidden room where they're kind of keeping track of the Scarab, his movements, what he's doing to people. It's also a great way, which I wish I had known before this, a great way to refill supplies. I would not have wasted all that coin. And you can also get a lot more side missions. So if you are trying to grind, or you are finding yourself at a level that is you need a higher level to do certain quests, as you'll see here, there's a bunch of different side quests available. So before we continue the story of the Scarab sting and going after this this member of the Order of the Ancients, we're going to do a couple more side quests. We're going to try and get our level higher, because we also want to make sure that when we do take on a story quest, that we're
Last man
adequately
who asked
prepared.
questions about the Scarab was near beaten to death, with his tongue cut out.
Who was he?
Olgupa, father-in-law to the most powerful man in the region, Tahaka. That boy, Kawab, is his grandson.
Hey, you tired of winning? I'm looking for your grandfather. Do you know where he went?
No, he left on the road to Campiros. He should have been home by now.
I'll see if I can find him along the road.
I heard another merchant failed to pay Sefetu. What happened? The firebrand. Soldiers burned the man's ship and all his goods. Told him if he failed to pay again, next time it would be his flesh.
Where did you hear that?
Some of the guards.
Where's this what did they say?
That they
To
passed the
Yamu
field
for
of
the
victims buried in
Please,
the desert.
Magi, if I can trouble you. Harkuf's assistant, Nesamun, took a delivery of beer down the southern road. He never made it to Yamu. Please, can you find him and make sure he's okay?
I am on the case.
That beer was meant to honor Sekhmet. If he drank all that beer, he'll be whipped.
Bin, ha, Decharu.
Aher Haru?
هن خريت لغة ياهو هاي الطيور لو
Amosis?
Yes? Fresh cockles and mussels today.
My name is Bayek. I come from Hakuf. He needs your help as a friend of Jeska.
I'm listening.
Since Jeska was killed, Hakuf needs a trusted agent to shepherd people out from under Sefetu's watch.
Dead. You and Hakuf are out of touch. Jeska's too tough to be held by Sefetu. She escaped the firebrand.
What? Where is she?
Back on the river. She took a felucca loaded with supplies to the people she sheltered. She's taken a dangerous route to the southwest past the hippopotamuses to avoid Sefetu's eyes. If you follow the coast, you'll find her.
So it's fortunate that we came along, because if you guys haven't been able to figure it out yet, we're going to have to kill some hippos. We've come across the hippopotamus lair, and hippos are dangerous. They're actually one of the most dangerous animals in the game. If you don't know this, hippos are really ornery. They look, you know, I guess some people think they're cute and, you know, kind of fluffy because they're just kind of fat and dumb looking, but they're really nasty, and they have really strong jaws, and they will do some damage to Bayek. Luckily, we kind of have a really strong bow here, and we're going to just kind of stay on our stolen little skiff, and we're going to basically just kind of whittle them down a little and continue this side quest. Also, get a lot of good crafting materials from killing all these hippos.
Touch that! May Serapis cast you and your offspring! Leave that alone! Go to the cross! Leave that alone! If I had a spear, I would stick you right in the eye! These bloated lake cows! Help me drive them off! What are you called?
Bayek.
Good to meet you, Bayek. I am Jeska.
How did you end up here?
I got lost. Sailed the wrong way.
I would not call avoiding Sefetu's patrols the wrong way.
What do you know of Sefetu?
Hakuf believed you are dead, but you escaped. He needs you back.
Help me get these supplies to my village. There are many depending on me. And we will talk. How do you know Harkuf?
I was sent to him by a man to whom I am pledged. I believe we are working towards the same end.
Well, Harkuf is a great man. Though Sais is a region of self-proclaimed great men. But Harkuf has a good heart. He cares for his people and his city.
Yes. He protects them from cowards like the Scarab and Sefetu.
I have smuggled many families like poor Wenis and her son out of Sais to keep them safe. Those who have tried to refuse Sefetu, he has burned to death.
You are courageous to protect families that are not your blood.
If you say. I hide them in my village until we can arrange a caravan to get them beyond the desert. Hence the food and medicine I bring.
How did you survive?
Sefetu soldiers brought me to Fort Nikio where they burned and tortured me. But I spat in their faces. When they thought me broken, by the gods, Sefetu has come!
Work together!
Rebels must die!
Out of the way!
We are the one! Shield me!
What do you think?
Work with me! Give me time to get clear!
Sefetu's men are burning everything!
What is this? Stay here. Let me take care of them.
Rebels! At them!
That's it! Die! Hey, hold on!
Rebels! Get them!
I must be careful now. What is this?
Hey!
Die.
my range! Wait a minute.
It is done.
So many lives turned to ash. Is anyone left?
We need to be quick. More will come.
Did you hear that?
Yes.
Pentu! Oh, by the gods, you are still alive! I will not leave you here. My cousins have a farm nearby. It may be untouched.
Also, something new you'll get to see that's pretty cool here is obviously you can put people onto horses when you're escorting them. This will be a pretty quick escort mission now that we've cleared out this burned out husk of a town. And yeah, and that's basically going to be this side mission. But yeah, I think that's pretty cool that you can kind of put people on the back of horses and kind of get them to move along, and kind of helps expedite some of these escort missions that kind of have to, escort and trail and later trailing missions and whatnot and stuff that you have in AC. And
Iki! Abana! Are you there?
Are you here? The Asha Mayo, Hemet?
Thank you for Pentu's life.
I did nothing that you would not have done. He owes his life to you. This is not the end of it, however.
No. Those dogs still hunt for the prick master. I will go to Hakuf. We must find a way to peel Sefetu out of his shell and deal with
I
it.
cannot bring your people back from Duat, but I will help you avenge your village.
Also, during that side mission, we were kind of distracted by the soldiers. We ticked something off on the map, which is a little extra thing. It's another easy way to get XP, and it's another way to, you know, it's something else to discover and to find in the world. But basically, there are these statues of Ptolemy the 13th, and basically, you just kind of wail on them, and you get some easy XP, and yeah, you I guess you do some vandalism against the elected king, or one who sees the throne by power. Anyway, we're gonna go to another side mission now, and this is actually another really cool feature. Is that by pressing the view button, at least in the Xbox One controller, I'm not sure how it'll work on PS4. You can change time by how much you hold it. Like sometimes there are only certain aspects of a mission that can be done during the day. In this case, talking to merchants. And then afterwards, when you have to tail the merchant, you have to get to the end of the day. So you'll see that we'll speed time up again.
I am just looking. You know about a man named Zervos?
The Harbormaster? Huh. Why are you asking about him?
I have heard he is missing. In hiding? Perhaps dead.
What would you do if Sefetu put a price on your head?
Ah, I see. I am not one of Sefetu's men.
I don't know anything about it. I don't stick my neck out. I have nothing to tell you. Finest metalwork in size.
What are you looking for today?
The Harbormaster, Zervos.
Do not ask about him. The guards killed him.
You look like a strapping sword. Looking to improve your armor?
Long night?
Very. Sorry. What are you interested in?
At the moment, I'm looking for Zervos.
The Harbormaster. Of course. Zervos is away.
Away?
Yes, he's gone to Letopolis. Attracted by the promise of a new life.
Then he is not dead.
Dead? Why would you think he was dead?
Here, sir.
Care for some dates? Finest in the area. Same ones the brewery uses for its famous beer.
I am just looking. You know about a man named Zervos?
Zervos? The Harbormaster is dead.
Hey! You want some fish or what?
I am looking for Zervos, the Harbormaster.
Oh. I heard Sefetu gutted him.
Not a deal.
Good day for business?
Not half bad. What are you looking for today?
For Zervos, the Harbormaster. Do you know where to find him?
You are looking for who? Why? I don't know him. I heard he was dead. Why are you bothering about him? He was a good man.
A good man? So you do know him?
I don't. I just heard others say it. Leave me be.
Everyone has a different story about Zervos. I wonder if one of them knows more than they are telling me.
Back to your homes! By order of Sefetu, curfew is imposed!
No one on the streets after dark! By order of Sefetu!
So, of course, another classic Assassin's Creed tailing mission. We're following this guy. Interesting thing is that Ptolemy has instituted a curfew. So all the soldiers are kind of on alert right now. Just so if they see you out, even though all these guys are out and they're technically heading home, if they see you, they might get aggressive. So that's kind of why we're sticking to the bushes, trying to hide, trying to avoid soldiers' line of sight until we can follow this guy all the way back to his hideout.
Hen Chariot, look at Yahoo!
How are you keeping?
As best I can. I'm tired of hiding.
There is a stranger in the market asking about you.
What? Who is he? Is he one of Sefetu's curs?
I do not know. I do not think so. He wears an old-fashioned badge.
We are not fighting men. You can take the bounty off my head.
I am not one of Sefetu's men. I am searching for Zervos on behalf of Hakuf.
Good. I am Zervos, mighty Harbormaster of Sais. Forced to hide on my own docks.
Why is Sefetu after you?
That dog. He is strangling the whole town.
Taxes us to death.
He burned my cousin's farm.
That's right.
I've been doing what I can, helping people hide their imports and exports. What Sefetu does not see, he cannot tax.
And he figured it out.
His men raided my business and my house. But I hid my records on my Felucca. If they haven't found my boat yet, they soon will.
I'll see what I can do.
My Felucca is tied up at the Sais docks. I would prefer to have it back in one piece. But if you must destroy it, go carefully. Sefetu's men watch the harbor like hawks.
Alright, so we got the mission parameters. Again, it's night, so we don't want to be out past curfew. This guy got a little too close because, again, the bushes aren't perfect protection anymore. So we just kind of, come join us. Come pull us in. But listen real closely to something I thought was really cool.
Are we short one?
I think that's really cool that the soldier asks, are we short one? That they noticed, and you can actually hear them say that. You know, it just kind of shows a more living, breathing world. And I really thought that was personally, I thought that was really cool. That I had basically taken a guy out. They got basically maybe another 10, 15 feet past me. And then one of the soldiers was like, hey, where'd my buddy go? So that was really cool. You also get to see something interesting here is you'll probably get to see a little bit of the ballista, mini ballistas. But this was I'm not going to lie, it was a bit of a sloppy fight scene for me. But I hope you enjoy.
Finished.
Trouble here! Target is in range! it!
Alarm! To me! Hurry! Alarm!
Rip you to shreds! We're going to cut you, bastard!
You needn't hide any longer. I secured your Felucca. Your documents are safe.
You saved my Felucca. Here. Take this as a small token of thanks. You have made things better here.
You clearly have people who are willing to help you out, Zervos. Why don't you take on Sefetu?
Sefetu is too powerful, too greedy. He knows there is no one strong enough to stop him. We are not fighting men. Sefetu surrounds himself with soldiers. His base at Fort Nikiu is guarded with ballistae. Fool that I am. I helped him import them.
May Amun watch over you.
So yeah, so that last side mission got us another level. I feel kind of like we're okay now taking on this story mission. We also spent some more time, as you saw, on the inventory screen and the upgrade screen. We're going to use Sanu now to scout out the camp where this guy is held and that we want to try and free him. And that's going to be the majority of this mission. So I'm just going to wrap this up and let you guys enjoy the last few minutes of this story mission by basically saying, obviously, Assassin's Creed Origins comes out October 27th for Xbox One, PS4, PC. You know, it's from Ubisoft. It's Ubisoft Montreal. It's the same team that made AC4, Black Flag. Really enjoyed my time with it, honestly. The game looks great. It took a little while to get used to the new combat, but I don't even think I actually ever really completely got used to it in my couple-hour demo. I hope that will feel better starting the game from the very beginning and not being dropped into the middle of it like we were. Also, being able to customize our Bayek from the beginning might help with that. I'm a little worried still about just how far they went with the RPG aspects. Again, I don't mind not being able to take on a level 17 guy as a level 13 guy, as you saw with the tax collector mission, but at least in a frontal assault. But I still think, I mean, you stab a guy in the face, he never sees you coming. I mean, that should be it. So there should be more exceptions to certain rules, but there could also be, as you see here, I mean, like there's your hidden blade does certain damage. It can be upgraded so many times and whatnot. And I just wonder, when I play the final game how it will feel if they went too far with the RPG aspects. But so that's my little caveat there. But I hope you enjoyed this mission, and I hope you guys, leave comments below. I tried to talk a lot less during this video. Like I said, I just wanted to point out a couple of things here or there that I thought would be interesting that you guys might want to take note of, and that I had an opinion on, obviously. But yeah, so thanks for watching. Follow EGM, of course, on Twitter at EGM Now. We got our Facebook channels. We've, of course, got the YouTube channel here. Please subscribe if you haven't already. There's also me personally at Ray Carsillo on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all that fun stuff. And yeah, be sure to stay tuned to EGMnow.com for all the reviews, previews, and video game news you might be interested in. So thanks again for watching, everybody. We really, really appreciate it. And again, enjoy the last few minutes of our demo here of Assassin's Creed Origins.
I'll rally the troops. Hey now.
Well, thank you.
You there! Stop!
This area is off limits.
What happened to the beggar? The mute? Marcos and Tychon beat him for sneaking around the camp. Poor bastard.
Time to die.
Got him lined up!
Unstop the blaze!
Tired of living,
They will attack on sight here.
By my father's cult, Marcos. I think you've killed him.
No, he still breathes. Stupid. This
Gupa, I will get you out.
What are we to do with the beggar?
I think you will survive.
Damn it! Hurry! Ah, I see you! Good! have him!
I must deal with Sefetu's archers. Akuf told me that you are investigating the Scarab. Help me, and I can ensure he dies.
Grandfather, are you all right? Is he hurt?
Banged up, bruised, and thirsty. The soldiers did not take kindly to him, but he will be all right. Where's your father, Kawab? We must speak of this.
Father is away, on his great work. Mother! Grandfather is hurt! Soldiers mistook him for a beggar again.
Father! What have you done this time?
He was searching for the Scarab. I hope he can help me. And in return, I can protect your family.
The Scarab is nonsense. Everyone knows this.
He wants you to read them.
It looks like the Scarab is summoning warriors to the city of Letopolis.
By the gods! That is where my husband is.
But the city swallowed by the desert.
It is Father's destiny to rebuild it. We're going to join him soon. Right, Mother?
Yes. My husband Tahaka has been slaving there for months. I'm sure he can help you. He knows everyone there.
If you go, tell him I can't wait to see him.
Of course I will, Kawab.